You are?
Yes.
And your
Good.
Sean profile picture's still showing, but it's okay, you're not speaking on that one. Okay, so we've got Renee.
Can you hear me though?
Can hear you and see you, Janine. We've got your voice. Everyone else must be still logging in. That's all good. Okay, sorry. Just give me a sec. So Jackie needs the last negotiation.
How are you, Lindy?
I'm good, thanks, Renee.
That's good.
Yeah, it's been full on. Really exciting time, but just full on.
Your previous week was full on. Sorry, I know your previous week was full on leading up to your first one. I said I know your previous week was full on leading up to that first mastermind.
Yes, and it hasn't stopped.
Okay, guys.
Now it's
can everyone hear me okay?
Yes, Shah.
Okay,
yes.
Excellent. All right, so welcome to week 7. My gosh, got tonight and next week to go. So I hope you guys have got lots done. Renee, do you want to go first, love, so we can hear you, because the rest of them are still logging in apart from Lindy and Janine. So we'll start with you.
Yes, excellent. So I guess my questions are around still my Facebook page, because that's really the only thing that I have active and going. I did set up Active Campaign, and I installed an app, like a sign-up link, but I'm not really happy with where it's sitting. And I've had a look at all of your Facebook pages to try and get a gauge of who has the tabs at the top and who doesn't. But it's something that I'll work with. I'm working with Holly to try and get that at the top as my sign up. So I guess that's my thing at the moment. And
how's the page?
I can't change my.
Let me just jump in and have a look.
Yeah, good.
Yep. So we're using My Baby Memories, aren't we?
That's right.
Yeah.
I think I'll definitely focus with the My Baby Memories. So that was another question, Shah, and I think you're still an admin on my actual memories page, because I would like to undo that for now if I'm not working on it, because I did read that if it's inactive, not being used, then it's sort of getting some crosses against its name. So I had a quick look tonight whether I could uninstate it, but
what you can do is merge it. You can merge it into the new page. So what was the other page? Sorry, what was it called?
It is just My Memories, or My Memories Photos.
That's right, My Memories.
But remembering that I set it up on that different one on my different Facebook. So I have 2 Facebooks, and I set that one up on a separate one to my personal one, thinking that I needed to do that. But now I probably need to.
Look, it's only got 3 likes anyway, because we didn't.
I think I'll
just unpublish it.
Unpublish it.
Yeah. So I can do it now if you want page visibility. I'll just unpublish it.
That'd be great.
Yeah. So that's My Memories Photo Books. That one.
That's it.
Okay, I'll do that now. Okay, that's fine. That's off. Okay, so let's go back to My Baby Memories. So you got 92, so you're going well there.
And I still haven't put it out to anyone else, so that's just been getting those through my friends and then whoever else has shared it. So obviously I should be not too far away from 100. That'll be great.
Yeah. Well, you've only got 8 left, so that's fine. Now, that document, I'm just downloaded it now. I'm just going to have a quick look. Whoops.
No worries. You don't have to. I just I thought it applies, and I put some more things on there tonight that I think is useful. It's I don't feel comfortable sharing people's things, and I'm very aware shy like yourself of the privacy stuff. But Leonie Dawson's just amazing, and I just thought this little group would get something out of that. And I tried to upload all 4 pages at once, but it didn't work, so I had to do them singly. I'm guessing that's just something.
Is it the 5 Secrets to Entrepreneurship? Is that the one that you want me to look at?
Yes, yep, that was the one. And then this week I put on Magic Money, which I don't know if anyone's seen that. Hello, Wanda.
Hi, dolls. How you going?
Hello.
Hello.
All right. I'll just get everyone else. We're just with Renee, so
right.
everyone else to mute. Yep. Okay. So, yeah, I think that looks fine. So, are these blogs that you're wanting to put up? Is that what these are? Secrets to Entrepreneurships, Renee?
Just things that information that I've found useful that I wanted to share with you ladies. Oh,
okay. Oh, wonderful. Oh, okay. Thank you. I thought this was for the blogs. I'm like, okay, what's the link? Okay, got it.
No. So,
that's lovely. Thank you.
Yes, no worries. I've set up, instead of MailChimp, I've set up Active Campaign, which is a little bit more in depth, and it's $9 per month.
Okay.
And that's where I set up my opt-in page through, and I'm going to continue with trying to build some lists in there and trying to get at least some of my friends' emails so that I can just see what it's like to send in and out, and to sort of, I guess, where do I start with a CRM? How do I start on a small basis to get my confidence up?
Yeah, look, exactly like you said, just do a newsletter every week, and you can just kind of do, you know, Renee's up-down countdown to the baby, do something like that. So you're making a little bit personal, put a couple of tips in there. Just keep it really short and sweet, because you don't want to overwhelm the database, and at the moment we're still building it. So add some people on there, add all of us on there if you want, if everyone's happy with that. And then just, you know, send something out every week, put a nice picture, put a little couple of updates, how you feeling, what's going on, and yeah, just start communicating. And remember, we're all real people that will get your newsletter, and if you keep it short and sweet, to the point, people are more likely to tune into it. So yeah, just go for it.
Excellent. So Active Campaign has a WordPress option, obviously, and that's where I start blogging through each page. Someone said to me to create a new WordPress page for each blog. Is that what you do?
Yeah, absolutely. So all of my blogs are sharmore.com.au / and then the blog name. So you want to do that so that each blog is kind of hidden behind your website, but there's a direct link, and that's the link that when you share it on Facebook, you can then make it a bit.ly link or a pretty link. So you put the long website name with the post, put it into pretty links or bit.ly, and it will make a short version of it for you.
Yes, which is what you were speaking about last week.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So the other main thing I've done is registered my domain name, and I have Google Apps for Work, which is, I still find that one of the best platforms to keep everything. And I also found out by using a Gmail that there's now a photos drive included in your new drive, which is great. Like, that's another place where people can store their photos. So I think that's something probably blog and talk about and give tips on.
Absolutely. And I would also create a YouTube channel.
Yes.
So My Baby Memories, and make a YouTube channel under that name, and create a video, even if you're recording, doing a screencast recording of you going through Google Drive and showing the photo drive, and then teaching people the top 3 tips to organize your photos on Google Drive Photos, whatever it's called, and do a YouTube video on that. But make the headline of the video exactly the words that someone would use to search when they want to know how to organize their photos on Google Drive. So how to sort your photos out on Google Drive Photos, and then your video will come up.
Excellent.
And have that on your fat page. Yep.
I just need to get my confidence, because I haven't made any videos, and I've been nearly 12 months with Business Blueprint, and it was one of the things I set out to do in the very beginning for our hotels, and I still haven't. But that's fine. So you
Breaking up, hang on.
I've just forgotten the name. Simple like that.
Hang on, you broke up then. Say that again.
Snag it, which the screen.
You can use Screencast or Snag it.
Yeah.
Yeah, either one. Screencast
Excellent.
or Snag
I will.
it. Yeah, and look, with the
and
video.
then I was in the middle of.
Sorry, we're really crossing over here. With the video for the YouTube, you don't have to make it a visual if you don't want to view, just you talking over the screen. So record the screencast video and then you literally moving your mouse around and saying click here, do this, set these folders up and start putting your photos in so they don't physically see you. That's a soft way of getting your confidence up. And just pretend you're telling me or any of the girls on the webinar, hey, okay, all you do, just make it really conversation. All you do is you go here and you click this button and when this opens, you name it like this and you put this here and that's it. Hope that's been helpful. Bye. That's it. Short and sweet, straight to the point and save it, upload it.
Okay. Excellent. Okay, and I was just writing my notes from each week so that I could bring that together and I'm going to continue to keep doing that. But yes, like I say, I feel like I've kind of got this whole my baby memories set up as such.
Right.
So having the domain and the website's being built, and so I just feel like I want time. I need time to write content, and I've been doing a bit of research on organize your photos, and a lot of it's kind of tech websites or blogs. It's not really. I think there's definitely a niche in the middle there for someone like me that. Has a lot of experience and time and passion about it, and also a little bit of technical side. So I think there's a happy medium there that I can fit into.
Yeah, great. Well done. How are you feeling? You hanging in there?
Yes. No, I'm happy for it to stay in there for as long as it wants to because I've got plenty going on and Darcy's only 19 months, so.
When are you actually due? What dates?
It's fine. Excellent. Well, I'll hand over to somebody else and listen on in.
Okay. Thanks, Renee. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
All right, Lindy, let's go to you.
Unmute. Okay, am I unmuted?
You are. Well done. Congratulations. How did your first webinar go?
It all technically and everything went really well. The platform was very clear and all that sort of thing, so that was good.
You survived. You're still here.
I survived, yeah. I still was an anxious mess for another 8 hours or something following. And, you know, I just, yeah. But it's been good. I mean, people did things straight away. And then the next day people did things. And then every day people have been doing things. So that for me is the huge win because the idea is to get them unstuck and learning. And they're all going, oh, wow, I didn't know there was so much. But it's also opened up to me that, I mean, it's that challenge of what level people are at and what do people know because we don't have that same baseline education. So some, you know, so there's different levels to factor into it and stuff too. But yeah, so it's going really well.
Well done.
So yeah, still nervous about it to go, you know, am I delivering and all that sort of thing. But I mean, there's two in here.
Yeah.
There, so, yeah.
I know you're getting a thumbs up. Excellent.
So it's just I've still got a lot more structuring and organising and things like that to do with it, but that comes with, you know, rolling through, and it is only supposed to be a mini mastermind type scenario anyway, but of course I want to give as much as possible to help individual people. So
just try and make sure that you don't over deliver too much, because sometimes whilst we want to do that, which is a good thing to do, you should definitely over deliver, but just try to know when to pull up, because you actually think you're helping them by giving them all of these extra steps, but what you're actually doing is drowning them.
Yes.
So make sure that you do over-deliver. Every program should, but don't give them so much that they then, one, go, oh my God, this is so hard, I've got to pull out, or I just can't do Lindy's next step because I've got so much to do from step one. So you could eventually lose step two. You don't want to drown them. And two, of course, you want to have a next step for them because there's no one step fixes everything. But give it to them in like breadcrumbs, just a little bit at a time, which is going to help them. You'll always have someone who learns it slower and faster, and that's okay, but just try and keep it even, and the slower ones will then feel okay, and the faster ones will just have to slow down, and because you don't want to rush the process. There is a process, and sometimes the faster ones who want it all overnight, they're the ones that have to learn that there is a structure and a journey to this, and they've got to go through it slowly, because you don't want to then get to the other end where everything crumbles behind them.
Yes. Okay.
The questions for tonight.
I can't actually think of a question at the moment because I'm at the moment juggling a lot of different workloads, so I'm changing a lot of hats. But I've got two massive boot camps to get launched in 2 weeks' time as well, on top of maintaining. So I guess a question might be, when you have this massive workload, what's a productivity or an organisational tip to manage all of those things?
Okay, so what? Yeah, okay, so what I do, a couple of techniques. One, I don't use as much unless I'm really under the pump with a few clients and there's just stuff that has to go out. Then I will do the Pomodoro technique, which is just, it's basically, you can get a kitchen timer and have it on your desk, 25 minutes, and you do the task that's most urgent towards that project, and you work on it solidly for 25 minutes, and then you get up and have 5-minute break and come back and do it again. So it just allows you, because if you try and sit there and go, you know, pedal to the metal, I'm going to sit here for 3 hours and get it all done, you're not productive, because you need to get up and stretch and move. And the other thing is, if you can group together some of the tasks that are in the same zone, so if you had to set up Facebook strategies or something for 2 different projects, try and do them back to back. So do one and then do the other, because at least your head is in the same space. If you go from, say, a Facebook strategy to content writing, which is so different, and then come back to Facebook, it takes your brain a few minutes both ways to recalibrate. And it's basically a multitasking strategy. It doesn't work. So try and group together the things you have to do and get them done, and then have a break and then come back and start again. So look, there's no wrong or right, and I don't think that there's even one formula out there that everybody on the planet can follow. It's finding what works for you, and having your little motivators, having your little alarm to remind you to get up and go for a walk, make a cup of tea, go to the bathroom, and just come back and try and do concentrated work. But I do a to-do list. I number it 1, 2, 3, what has to get done today, what can get done if I get time, and, you know, one thing to get done this week. So again, just prioritize what has to get done. There's always going to be something that comes left field that you weren't expecting, that you need to deal with. That's just business. Seeing if it's a priority, is it something that could be done out of work hours? I'm a little bit strict too with, unless a girlfriend is, you know, dire straits and needs me or the world's going to fall apart, I try not to do personal stuff during the day, and allow myself to be in my business state, and then I do personal stuff evenings, weekends, and so on.
Okay, because what I'm finding too is the differentiating between working in the business and on the business, because the mastermind group is working on the business. Yep. But it's so it's going and blocking that time. So I mean, I've got my timer from Pauline, you know, little copy button. Yep. I've got that to use. Actually gets used in my kitchen more than anything. No, that's good. I find if you're going to do stuff on your business, I don't find it's a good idea to do in your office environment, because when we're in our office environment, we will always work in our business, and we'll be doing things to generate leads or look after a client or handle an email. If you're going to do stuff that works on your business, take yourself out of your office environment, go sit in another part of the house, go sit in the garden, go sit by the beach, wherever's close to you. I find if you could do that for an hour, once or twice a week, you will get so much done,
take internet access with you, but just turn Facebook off, emails off, and just work on the things you need to get done, whether there be landing pages or content, copywriting, whatever. Don't do it in your office environment.
Okay, because my computer has all my programs on it that I use for that. Because I've built a PC to give me the grunt, to give me, and dual screens here, so I've got, my geeky text.
Well, then you might have to, but you just have to shut off all distractions, turn off all notifications for everything, and just literally do the work stuff. Have all the bing bongs, buzzy things from Facebook to emails all off. Shut all of that down and just work on the things that you need to get done.
Okay, cool. Because we're part of the working on Facebook. It's difficult because sometimes notifications come up, but I'm getting better at ignoring messages and not even engaging in it until I'm got what's like, no, focus, don't look at it, focus. So I'm getting better at that.
Yeah,
so
good.
All right, I'll take that on board, and even if I can just go for an hour and go, right, pen to paper time out of office. Right. And go and sit in the hammock out the back.
Yeah, exactly.
So I might try doing that, because I have seen a psychologist in the past week as well, just to try and get some strategies around whatever. Yeah. And the big thing she said was taking the breaks.
Yes.
Because I've been pushing myself so hard, and that's what I got a lot out of last week's call. I also had a session with Wanda, who helped me with detaching from the emotion of the teacher of past stories. So it is now back there, and I don't need to revisit. Well, it's my part of my why. I don't have that same emotional attachment to it. So highly recommend a session with Wanda.
Oh, that's great.
I actually paid forward a little tip that I got from Wanda to Kylie tonight in a quick call this afternoon with the Himalayan salt. So.
Good on you guys. I love seeing everyone work together. That's so lovely.
So thank you, Shah, for the connections, because I wouldn't have reached out to Wanda had a strategy session with me, and then she did the same back to me.
Isn't that lovely? That's what it's all about, helping each other.
Yeah. So thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Well done, Wanda, and well done, Lindy, for doing that. And, it's been a stressful week running your first webinar and all the emotions. So take yourself onto your hammock for an hour, detach yourself from the computer and technology. Pen to paper is awesome. You get some great ideas when you actually scratch it out on a piece of paper. I love sitting there with colours, and I write all over the page in no format. Like, my notes are horrible. But just because I got them out onto paper, I come back and often I don't look at them and I've remembered everything because I've written it down, I've remembered it. So it's really, really productive, and I scratch a lot of notes out in bed as well, and yeah, good, well done.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome, you're welcome. Okay, we might go to Debbie. How are you?
Good, Shah, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. How are you going this week?
Struggling. For the last 2 weeks, I've just been really flat and no motivation. And normally I'm really a motivated person and just go all the time. But these last 2 weeks have really knocked the wind out of my sails and such. I just can't.
What's happened?
I'm not quite sure. I don't know whether I've just burnt out a little bit. I just need to step back. But I'm just, everything I try to do, I seem to be getting a no answer back, whether it be clients come to workshops, or course I want to enroll into, I can't do that, or have a problem getting work done, copywriters, etc. done. Just I've given up. I don't know what the problem is, but and now I've got a big guilt issue going on that I should be doing this, I should be doing that, and it's a vicious circle.
If you did know what was going on, what do you feel is going on? Is the universe trying to push you in a certain direction and you don't want to hear it? If you did know, put your hand on your stomach and say, well, if I did know what was going on, what's the universe trying to tell me? What's going on?
I did think about that. I thought maybe this isn't my path, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm just, maybe
if it's not your path, what is your path? What do you feel is the right thing?
No, this is my path.
Mm.
Maybe
You're
I
just
need to
tired.
take that road. Yeah,
Yep.
I think I'm
Like
just, I'm just
Renee just said
last
as well,
week was
nothing can
a
fix
full,
burnout but rest.
yeah, last week was just a full moon. I spent all day Thursday bawling my eyes out. It's just like, oh, what's going
Mm.
on? But,
And you need to be gentle with yourself. This is part of the entrepreneurial journey. It's not all roses and caviar and champagne. It's like this. We have days like that. I had emotional days the other day, and it's just that's part of it. It's part and parcel. You don't get that in a little handbook when you start your business. But trust me, it needs to be written in there. It's part of it. And some days you have days where you go, oh God, this is just too hard. And if it happens repeatedly over a long period of time, doors keep closing, things are a struggle, well, that's when you kind of need to look and go, hang on a minute, it shouldn't be this hard. But if it's just a little patch here and there, and that's just part of being really tired, your energy's low, everything around you is testing you to see if your resolve and your why is strong enough, and if you're tired, you've got no fight, so it's going to win. Yeah. But that's where you really need to pull through, go back through your notes from the why weekend. Remember and remind yourself what your why is. Is it written up anywhere? Is it in your phone what your why is?
Yeah, no, yeah, I have got, yeah, it's a strong why. I'm happy with it. So,
okay.
Yeah, I think I'm just tired.
Yeah. So
I'm
nurture
taking
yourself.
Have knowledge. Can't hear you. It's all gone.
Sorry, I was going to say, nurture yourself. Have a bath, go have some chocolate, go have a massage, just go walk in the sun, take your shoes off, walk barefoot in the grass, reconnect with energy in nature, just lay in the sun in the leaves and just, lay there for an hour and just rejuvenate. Sometimes a day off, doing that, go to the movies, just eat whatever you want to eat and just enjoy life and take all the pressure off. You could be so much more productive the next day if you recharge. Everybody needs to recharge. It's like the old saying with the axe, the woodcutter. The two woodcutters go in the forest. One keeps chopping and doesn't take a break. The other one goes home every night and sharpens his axe. Of course, he's going to chop down more trees in the long run because he took time to rest himself and sharpen his equipment. So we all need to do that as well. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know. I just need to shut down for a day or two and just let go, get rid of the guilt, and just have a day off without feel guilty about it.
The guilt doesn't serve anyone. At least of all, it's going to serve you, and it's certainly not going to serve your clients. Have a guilt-free day off on all of us, okay? And we want to see pictures of you going off to the movies, or not in the bath, but with a bath running with rose petals, and we want to see you laughing and show us the cake that you're going to eat at 1 o'clock in the afternoon because you can, and just have a guilt-free day off and share the pictures with us and enjoy it. Get that smile back on your dial. You've got a beautiful smile. You love what you do. I know what your why is. Just go find yourself again.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. The other question is, do you use a copywriter in Australia, or do you have a VA, or how do you? That's my next target.
Yep. So it depends on what copy you want. What sort of copy do you want to get done?
Looking for blogs and probably advertising. Just script a good advertisement.
Okay. I use a few. Depending on what it's for. I kind of feel what I need to write now, but Pauline Longden does some of my copy for me here in Australia. She's in Brisbane. But you can also find some good copywriters. Now, Pauline's not the cheapest, but because majority of my avatar is majority of my clients and my main avatar is women, she's an emotional female copywriter, so she really knows my avatar well, and she's done work for me for a while, so she really gets that 2 a.m. pain point and who my client is, especially for my Y weekends. So that's one person that I work with. Shari Brewer is another lady that's done some work for me on the Sunshine Coast. She's my chapter manager as well, yeah, for Sunny Coast Y Network. And then I don't remember who, but about a year ago, I just went on to Fiverr, and there was quite a few people that do copywriting, and it was like $20 for gigs, and they would do 500 words of copy. And I've used them for blogs and things like that before. So look, there's a lot of different people out there. If you're wanting something like a sales page, like my findmy.com.au website, if you look at that and like the style of that, that's the sales page for the Y Weekend, and that's for people who don't know me from a bar of soap. It's a very long sales page that Pauline's written, and that converts extremely well. So you can take bits and pieces from that and get an idea of what you could use. But if you're just wanting sort of, blogs and things like that, I would find someone on Odesk who's in your industry. So you can find people that are life coaches and do the work that you do based overseas. So they get your market, they get the product that you're working with, and just engage them once, see what they write like. If you like them, then you can just put them on a regular basis.
Okay, right. Thank you.
Some of the other guys might have contacts that they use, but I haven't used one for a long time, so I couldn't tell you currently if those people were there. I wouldn't know who they are now, but certainly there's loads of them. So it's just a matter of making sure you find someone who's rated between 4 and 5 in the top rating, and just check through their references and the testimonies from people who've used them, and get sample work, and then see if that kind of writes and feels like you would like it, and something that you would write yourself.
Okay, thanks for that.
Yeah, that's all right. Chin up. Let us know how you go with your day off. We'll all be jealous.
Hey, thank
Bye. Jackie. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you look really warm.
Yeah, it's cold down here.
Oh, is it? I'm in a t-shirt. Actually, my office is normally cold, but I think the sun warmed it up, and now it's warm in here this afternoon.
I sit in Ugg boots and tracksuits every day. I love to get snuggly, so.
Yeah, oh, I love that too. Now, how are you going? Are you more focused now?
I am. I'm just
You've got
trying
this real zest in your eyes at the moment.
Yeah, about Friday, I said to my husband, all this writing, and nothing finished, like it's not getting anywhere, and just starting new things and so much stuff. And so we had a good chat Mother's Day, and I just decided it's time to do one book, one Law of Attraction book, because the children's illustrations are just doing their own thing.
Yeah.
But my passion, my why, is Law of Attraction.
Yes.
So I sat down and pulled out this particular book that I want to be my first book. I've done the dedication, the introduction, the back cover, and one chapter.
Wow.
And I've got all the outlines for what the other chapters are going to be about.
Excellent. Well done.
Yeah.
Look at you go.
Good.
You've got a look of steel determination in your eyes. Scares me.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
Good.
I'm happy. I'm doing my why. I know I'm not building my Facebook profile, which I should be with Lindy. I'm not building my website, but I'm doing what I love, and it feels good, and none of the other stuff. And I know I'll have to do it soonish, within the next month.
Yeah. So who's doing your book for you? Who's going to do the graphics? Who's going to do the layout? Who's going to make it an Amazon Kindle printed version? Anyone doing that? No. Okay. Let me know when you're ready. If you want my guy, he's done both of my books, and he does all my graphic layout work, all my Purpose Finder online layouts, everything. And he's just launched. Not that I'm announcing it, but he's just launched my new book, Your Life, Your Purpose. He's just launched that onto Kindle and everything, but I won't actually launch my book until I get the physical one for the tour. But that's launching this week online. So he does all of that. He's launched over 500 books. Great. So when you're ready, email me and I'll send you his details.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay, well done. So you don't really need much this week. Just keep going. Do you want to give us a deadline of what you're going to get done by the last call, or not your last call, but the last call next week?
Well, I did have some goals that I never put up on the Facebook page for the group, because then I might have to be held to them.
Oh, you will. Come on, share them up.
So it was to get the Loving the Law of Attraction Facebook page done. So Lindy, we better get to it. It was to get some business cards underway
Okay.
and get my website up and running. Now, the website's pretty much formatted and it only needs me to write the copy, and so it's just me not doing the writing, and I don't understand why, because I love to write.
Right, okay. So what are your deadlines on these? Because goals without deadlines are just words on paper.
There's no deadlines.
Well, there needs to be, because otherwise they're just words on a piece of paper.
Yeah. Look, I could literally stop writing the book tomorrow and get these 3 things sorted. Like, it's achievable before next week.
Or keep writing the book, give us a deadline to get the book done, finish the book, and then get those 3 things done. If you're loving what you're doing at the moment, stay in flow. Okay, and keep writing. When you get writer's block, or if you get writer's block, then do these 3 things. But while you're still in flow with writing, do you want to give us a deadline of how many chapters you'll have written by this time next week?
Well, I do take a long time because I like that the detail. So I'll say one chapter.
One chapter, okay. And do you want to have any of these other 3 things done? Is that something you could do while you're having a rest from writing?
Well, what I really know I need to start building my list so that when this book's ready, people around to sell and who are following me. So, yeah.
I would say Facebook page.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah. Go social media first.
Got about 5 ideas of 5 first posts that I can do that are no-brainers. So
great. Okay, so next Monday we look forward to knowing you've done your first chapter, or one more chapter, and your Facebook page.
Great.
Okay, excellent. And with business cards, have you heard of Moo cards?
I have.
Okay.
Are they glossy?
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Mine should arrive this week. So just as something snazzy and different for my tour, I've done half the width of a business card. So they're the same, same width as a business card, but half the depth. So they're mini ones. And it's got my branded picture on the front. And all the 400 cards I've ordered, all the front is the picture. But on the back, I've got 32, I think, different designs. So some of the cards have just got one word, and some of them have got some of my Sharism quotes that I'm famous for, like "you are more than enough" with double O and all my other kind of stuff. And then the rest of them have got key words on them. So when people come to my tour, they will get a choice. All my face will be on the top of the card. They pick one, and whatever they get is what they're meant to get. So because you do law of attraction work, and these cards are very inexpensive for what they are. They come out of America, and I've ordered the luxe ones, which are basically like a placemat quality, high gloss, thick, beautiful cards, quality plus. I think they were $65 for 400 cards, plus I ordered urgent shipping. If I didn't want them urgently, it would have been much less, but I always left things till the last minute. So it cost me $40-something for shipping, but still $100, 400 beautifully done cards. So this would be a really good thing for you to have at events when you go out, to start to get that law of attraction message out there, but branding your brand. So if you want to look at business cards, go on to moo.com, MOO.com, and get a feel for them. Look at the pricing. They're absolutely beautiful.
So I could put, say, 32 of my own quotes on the back, 32 different quotes.
You can do each card could have each different quote on it. So you could have 400 cards with 400 quotes. They will allow you to put one side the same and every side on the other one differently. So Kylie could put a piece of jewelry on the back of each card and have her Kylie K crystals on the front. Like every one of you could have your brand on one side, like baby memories as well. You could have the photo, and then you could put different things on the back of each. Everybody can do it. It's if you order 800, you can have 800 things on the back. They're amazing at what they can do, and no one in Australia, even my printer at Y Network, she said, "Shah, just go to Moo. We can't compete with the quality, how fast they deliver, and the price."
Okay.
So that would be a good thing if you find some time at night and you're just wanting to chill out on the internet. Go on to Moo, do the designs, upload some stuff. You can play around with it and choose the colours. It's so easy. I did them in an hour, and they're ordered, done, on their way.
Great.
So if you want to really be an overachiever, you can get your cards done by next Monday as well.
Yeah, cool.
Awesome.
Alrighty.
All right, so you got a bit to do.
Yes, but that's okay.
Good. Well done.
So-
All right, we'll look forward to hearing about it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jackie. Bye.
Bye.
Janine, how are you going?
Hi, Shah. Good.
That's
How are
good. How are
you?
you? We missed you last week.
Yeah, I had a meeting at the Scouts with my son, so I'm on the
Oh,
committee, so I had to go and do that.
that's all right. How are you
Um,
going?
yeah, unfortunately, because I missed it. I'm a bit stuck at the moment.
Okay.
So I'm feeling like I need to refocus and probably define my why again, which I had that a couple of years ago, but the last couple of years have been quite challenging in certain areas of my life. So rather than being focused on my business and building that, there's one other area that I've had to focus on to get sorted out, and that's still getting sorted out.
Yeah, okay. It's still in progress. Okay. Are you free on
Yep.
the 20th and 21st of June to come to the Y weekend?
Yeah, I'm thinking I might be. The
Okay.
20th and 21st.
Yeah, 20th and 21st of June. I don't know if Debbie's spoken to you or not, but that's the next Y weekend. I run them 3 times a year. A few of the guys on the webinar have been to it already, so if you want to check with them what they got out of it. But essentially, if you're feeling like that, and even though there's stuff in progress in life, there's always going to be something that we're in the middle of. That's just life. And we're either at the start of it, in the middle of it, or at the end of it, but they're all external things. What the Y weekend is all about is bringing it back into you. And Saturday we go back through your past and we look at all the breadcrumbs that your life has left you, telling you what you're supposed to be doing. We actually unravel it all. Saturday is quite a heavy day and can be quite emotional for some people, and that's fine. We've got to shed that baggage. And then Saturday night we all go out for dinner and have a few drinks, even though you're not supposed to, but I do it, so they do it. But then the Sunday, we put it all back together, and Sunday's all about business strategies. So Saturday's your why, Sunday's all about the how. And we all have stuff going on, but it's about how do we separate it long enough so that we can get a glimpse of what our purpose is, and then how do we build on that? How do we turn our passion into profit? So if you're free, the site, go have a look at it anyway. If it speaks to you, then you need to come. It's one of those websites I was saying before, was written by Pauline. It's called Find My Why and the letter Y, findmywhy.com.au. If you read through that and it speaks to you, then you definitely need to be at it.
Okay. I'm going on Wednesday up at the Gold Coast with
Oh,
Debbie.
well, I'll meet you then because I'm coming down as well. I was going to Melbourne, but I've decided to come to the coast because I've got something on afterwards. So I'll meet you finally.
Yeah, so that one on the 20th and 21st, is that at the Gold Coast?
Intercontinental at Sanctuary Cove.
Yep, okay. Yeah, okay, well,
Yep.
I'll have a look at that.
Yeah. Debbie will be away for that one, but normally she does crew for me.
Okay.
And what else are you stuck with? How did you go with the other things? Because you weren't on last week. Let me check what the note was for the previous week. The sign out the front, Facebook content. How did you go with that?
Yeah, I'm still waiting to get a quote back, and there's another company that I know about up in the Gold Coast, Summit Signs, and they work out of Ballina as well. So I'm going to get on to them and find out about that. I've spoken to the council. I don't need it to be registered or anything.
Oh,
I can have a
great.
certain size sign out the front, but I'm just going to go a little bit bigger and see what happens. I
Yeah,
don't
good.
think any of the neighbours will complain. I know them all, so, and it's not going to impose on anything. It'll be back in my garden, so it's not on a nature strip or
that'll be
anything like
fine.
that. So
You can always
I'm
give
just
them a free 30-minute taster or something so they don't say anything.
yeah, that's right. They all know what I do, so they're quite fine. Apart from that, I'm not really. I know who the women that I want to work with, so I know my avatar.
Good.
And because I've been through it and going through it and all that kind of stuff, I can't quite get it out of my head onto paper to explain it to people. I know that last time we talked, you said, pretend you're writing to Jenny, but I'm sort of struggling a little bit with that. and like there's a lot there's a lot that's gone on, and there's a lot of tools and strategies that I've put in place with what I know. Done lots of seminars, life coaching, all that kind of stuff. But it's getting it out of my head onto paper where someone can relate to it.
You're still making it about you. You so need to come to the Y weekend, because just hearing you talk then and your body language, you're still thinking it's about you. And sometimes, because I don't know what's gone on in your personal life, but sometimes when things go on in our personal life, it rocks our confidence and our belief in ourselves. So therefore, when we start to try and put things out, we're already worried about what judgment we're going to get when we put pen to paper. So we stop ourselves, we block ourselves, we're still making it about us. And that's why that weekend is perfect, because I strip you bare. Like, it's not for the faint-hearted. Like, it's seriously boxes of tissues flying around everywhere on the Saturday, and it's a very safe space. Everybody who's coming is ready to just let go of all that crap. And please talk to the few people. Lindy's been to it. Kylie's been to it. Who else has been? Debbie's been to it. Jackie's been to it. Actually, half of them on here have been on it. So ask them what it's been like. But everyone had the different experience, of course. But it's all about letting go of all that stuff. And then we rebuild you on the Sunday. And you're struggling putting pen to paper because you're still worried, if I put pen to paper, I'm open for judgment. So whatever's happened in your personal life is having an influence on that. We have to unhook that, because that's not going to serve you. But ultimately, it's not going to serve the people that you're meant to be helping right now. And if we make it about them, you'll get out of your own way. Well, we make it about you, you're not going to. None of us would. Because we will never do what we should do for ourselves. I'll do something for you. Like if you said, I really need your help, Shar, can you come down here now? I'd jump in the car and go. But if it was for me to help myself and rescue myself, I wouldn't do it. I'd be like, oh, I'll deal with me later. Right? So if we make it about others, we're always going to do more, and that's why we have to make this about others, not you.
Yeah, I totally understand that. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so just have a look at that side. If it speaks to you, if you want to talk to me about it, ask. If you want to ask any of the other girls, they'll all happily tell you what they got out of it. But it's one of those life-changing weekends, and we've run three or four of them now, and they get an amazing result.
Okay, it's probably time I did something pretty drastic like that. Not drastic, but pretty. Need to strip it bare and rebuild it. Yeah, because
if not now, when?
Well, exactly, and it has knocked my confidence. What's going on? So whereas before I was quite confident and out there, and it was about other people that I was serving and wanting to do it for, but it has sort of knocked me, and I'm doubting, and just not.
That's a downward spiral. Unfortunately, when we get in, I've been in that place many a time, and unfortunately, unless we get the right people around us, which is good that you're doing this webinar, but there's other stuff we have to unhook. Otherwise, the spiral keeps going down, not up. And it's a very slippery slope when we start heading down there, because we've been down there before. It's really easy for all of us to go back there fast.
And it feels like it's just a whirlpool at the moment. It's just going round and round and round and round. It's not moving as much as I'm doing things and trying to refocus and focus on something else. It's sort of just like a washing machine.
Well, if you want my opinion, you need to be there, because if you don't, when's it going to stop?
Exactly.
And I know I've got the tools to help you, and the other girls that have been to it know what it's like. It's just one of those weekends that you'll go through a journey. We're all there to nurture you. I have some amazing crew, and the other participants in the room are all in the same place. So the friendships that are made, the sharing that's done, it's just such a healing environment. It's just beautiful.
Okay. Yep, I'll get onto that and register for that.
Okay, and I will see you on Wednesday, and we'll have a chat anyway.
Okay, great.
Look forward to meeting you. Thanks, Janine.
Thank you.
Bye. Kay Crystals, unveil yourself.
Hey, hey, hey.
Sexy new haircut. Hello.
Yeah, hello. I can't style it though like they do, but
oh, no one ever can.
It's all good.
Oh, it looks lovely though. I love it.
Thank
Feel
you.
good?
It does, yeah.
a lot of old memories in hair. If anyone's looking for a change, cut your hair, because your hair stores every energy, good, bad, and otherwise. So if you want to change, always get a haircut.
Yeah, I've grown mine for probably about 3 years, and it was down the middle of my back, and I just always thought that I wanted this luscious mane, but it just wasn't doing me any justice.
Luscious mane.
I couldn't do it anyway. I couldn't do my bloody hair, so I just chopped
hilarious. Oh, Lindy, don't shave your head off, love. Not a good. Well, actually, you could do brave. What's it called? October shave thing. Anyway, how are you going? What do you need help with?
Okay. So this week's been very, very hectic. I have a lot of mixed emotions. There's a part of me that says, Kylie, you should have trusted your initial gut instinct and not launched this Wednesday.
Why?
Because it was too soon.
Mm-hmm.
For me, over the last 2 weeks has been so hectic that I have not enjoyed myself. And the whole thing about my business is actually enjoying creating and having that safe space or that sacred time to actually create. Whereas this week, the last week, I probably haven't been 100% because kiddies have had flus and that, so I've kind of caught a little bit. I've grown a long way in the sense of I know that that's not going to stop me, like that's not going to set me back, and I know that the show must go on. That you just can't pause for a few weeks and just go, hey, I'm just going to take a chill pill for now. But on the same token, I haven't enjoyed it, so that's been a bit of a downer for me. My business cards, I've had quite a few hassles with those, and the beautiful Ali has hand-delivered them this afternoon.
Are you happy with them? Show us.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm really disappointed.
Why?
Because the colours are not right at all, and I've specifically asked, and anyway, there's quite a few things that have not come out, I suppose, according to plan, like my how I wanted it.
Yeah, but we can't control everything in business or in life. We just can't control. And whilst it's not perfect, hats off to you for still doing it, because whilst we want to enjoy every part of our business every day, it's never going to be that way. It's not a reality. And the parts we're not enjoying normally are outside of our comfort zone. So there are going to be times where we don't, things aren't perfect. Like I've had things that the sites have been wrong, cards have turned up with the wrong thing or something missing, or, it just happens. You just have to roll with the punches, as they say. And whilst it's not perfect, at least you're going to stand up there. Like Debbie's nearly got 30 people coming on Wednesday. At the end of the day, okay, just to scare the panties off you even further.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Always happy to scare your panties off it. But what you've got to understand, mate, is it's not always about being perfect. It's about getting up and doing it anyway, okay? And just going with it. The cards are cards. You can get them. If it wasn't per order, she'll have to redo them. If it was and you got it wrong, well, we just do other ones. We get them on Moo, or we just roll with it. That's just part of it. But don't let it consume you, because ultimately think about the end goal is Wednesday, you want a few ladies coming up to you saying, I want you to make this piece of jewellery for me, my mother, my sister, because it's such a sentimental thing. I want you to build it for me. And that's the ultimate thing. They're not going to go, oh, that colour's wrong on her card. There's no way I'm getting a piece of jewellery. That's just not going to happen, right? They're going to see how gorgeous you are and how passionate you are about your brand. They're going to want you to make their piece of jewellery. And that's what it comes down to. It's you, not the business card.
Yeah, I mean, I had to of, well, I'm giving my details out, my contact details, so my phone, my email address, etc. Color-wise, detail-wise, I can change later on if I need to. So that's all good.
Yep.
I took your advice on board and ordered packaging from Display and More.
Yeah, they're nice, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, probably not the best fit for my jewellery, but they will.
Good start.
And they look beautiful.
Good. The start. Everything's a work in progress.
Yep. I have all my table display accessories here now, so that's all ready to go. That was very important to me.
Good.
Can't
wait
I
to
have. Yeah, you weren't supposed to be there. Now you're here. Oh, it's because I'm presenting, isn't it?
Most definitely. I'm not coming for any other reason but you.
That's right.
And to meet Janine.
Yes, of course. I have my PayPal here device now, so I'm all ready to rock and roll with that. Mm-hmm. I have not done anything about my Facebook history, so because I've been so consumed with trying to do different designs and finishing them off.
That's okay.
But that's okay. That's a work in progress.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything about printing out my client care instructions or my meanings, my crystal and gemstone meanings.
That's okay, that can come.
Yeah,
Could be something that if anyone buys or asks, you can say, hey, why don't I send you a personal email and tell you that meaning and send it to them individually?
Yeah, I'm going to have to, because on the weekend I was stressing my patootie off.
Where did that get you? Like, at the end of the day, why? Don't.
No, it doesn't get nowhere.
Gets you nowhere. And it gets a slap from me, which is further pain. And ultimately, who cares? You're putting too much pressure on yourself and you'll end up being a pressure cooker. You'll end up being a pressure cooker on Wednesday. For what? Just say to them, you know what, I'd rather email it to you because I want to send you a personal note. Like, fluff it and make it really personal. Be like, oh, really?
I'm going to say, far out, man, what I've had to put up with to come here today. No, I won't. Janine, don't tell anyone I said that. All right. On a positive note, let's continue.
Hey, hurry up. One's got to have her turn.
Well, stop looking around, Charlotte. Oh, God.
Dolly did it.
Okay. So the initial price for my first consult, I'm just wondering how to gauge that. Like, do I charge like a for a 30-minute consult, do I charge like a $50 fee, or do I incorporate that in the jewelry and I take a deposit and then I deduct it from the jewelry, or like, because some people will do the consult and then they won't go through with anything. So
that's right. So you take it and you factor it in as basically a deposit. So did you happen to check with any other brands that do a similar thing, what they do? I would, if you haven't, I would imagine it's 30% of what you think the piece is going to be, so you know your pricing of your pieces. So your first one, I think 200 and then 350 for necklace. So whatever they're choosing, I'd take 30%. But if they go ahead, that's basically the deposit. If they don't go ahead, that's time gone.
Yeah, okay. And so do you, because I'm not going to be now offering, a little like rose quartz or a little gift. Mm-hmm. And we had mentioned a couple of sessions prior that I could do a business card draw and offer a consult, a free consult to someone. Definitely. So that should be a good goer for the day.
Very, very much so. Definitely.
Okie dokie. Yep. All right. Well, that's really all me.
Okay. Well done. Well, I'll see you on Wednesday. Very excited. Don't stress out about it. It's not. Don't. Just be wonderful. And it is where it is. And everyone in the room has started a business. And some of them are probably still starting theirs, and they just want to connect to you. But ultimately, remember, it's about them. It's not about you. It's about them knowing that they can come to you and talk to you and get their piece done.
All right. So do you have like specific questions that you ask your audience?
As in for you to ask the audience?
Yeah, for me to get feedback or to get like interest or conversation going.
I'll do that for you because I'll be there now. So after you do your talk, I will ask a couple of questions just to get feedback so that we can get what's in their head out, and that will stimulate the conversation to then get people come and talk to you. So just leave that on me.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome. I promise I'm on your side.
Yeah, be nice, be nice.
I will, I promise. I'll be on my best behaviour.
Okay, thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Wanda. Help me, Wanda. Hello.
Hi, Shah. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm really good, thank you. I'm a bit tired tonight. I've been looking after 2 sick little granddaughters.
Oh, I had my grandson tonight. He's been a good boy and went to bed early.
Oh,
I'm covered in dribble. He's just sucked all my face off. Covered in gloop. Oh, it's gorgeous. Wouldn't have it any other way. I stink though. Stink of baby vomit.
They grow up so fast, and
one was already
me like a baby koala today. I couldn't move, so I had to give in and just sit there with her. She was running a fever and a temperature and everything.
Poor Bubba.
Mind, it's all good. But look, I'm sorry what happened last week.
That's all right.
We had trouble with our internet. Everything seems to have gone back to normal, and it was fading in and out.
That's okay.
My husband was desperately trying to get it sorted, so I know that Lindy spoke on my behalf for that. So thanks, Lindy, again.
No, that's all good. So what do you need help with this week?
Okay, so what I need help with, can I just sort of tell you, I've had not change with my event, but a slight change of tact. That's sort of like I feel like if someone has put fresh washing and turned it upside down on top of me. And what I thought, the direction in which I thought I was going since the last time we spoke has now, I've had to constantly feel like I'm recreating. And I'm beginning to understand that I think this is part of the process of an entrepreneurial way of living, that you have to manage the changes as you go. And admittedly, Dale would say, don't feel overwhelmed. But I have been, and I've been getting back into what Pip Mackay has been saying. She uses the analogy of the lion and the zebra. Mm-hmm. And so whenever I go into a space of overwhelm, I become this zebra, and with my legs apart, and I can't move. And I said, come on, Wanda, all these changes are actually, in hindsight, for my betterment and for the betterment of my business. Mm-hmm. So therefore, I'm needing to step out of my zone of how I think that things should go, mm-hmm. and allow the universe and allow the better power beyond myself to take charge of where my life will go. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. And I was just going to say, I'm just trying to read an affirmation on my wall, but it's something along the lines of what you just said, but basically it's something like, Oprah's version of it is, the universe is always in my favour.
Absolutely.
So it's just kind of trusting that, the next decision that's going to be made for me around business cards, events, whatever, I know is going to be in my best interest, and I trust the outcome. And that's kind of the same messaging as whatever this one I can't read on the wall is. But it's basically that same thing. The universe has got my back. Everything's wonderful. So just trust it, stop fighting it, and just let it be, because we don't know why everything happens. We don't know why your event's been put off until later in the year. But all I know is when you sent that through, I just knew that, that's obviously the better time to do it for you, for me, for everybody coming. And you just roll with it. You don't kind of go, oh, no, I wanted it. No, because when you force something that's not meant to be to happen, which you could still overpower and do, it's a disaster.
No, that's exactly right. And it's not only that it wasn't that situation. It sort of gave me breathing space.
Absolutely.
But what had happened was I had gone to the Business Blueprint optimizing business. Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. 4 days of brilliance. And so I've come back with a reunified schedule of how my website's going to go, and I've been trialing things, and I did I sort of stepped off the 4-day, you know, the high-powered conference, and literally went into a full week of work, and I had a lot of things happen which really actually helped me with how I'm going to plan the women's event.
Great.
Yeah, so that's the first part. But what I need help with today, I don't think I need a lot of help today, because I'm going to still continue with the sponsorships. My target is to have about 6 sponsors by the end of May, and to have the whole thing written. And I had started writing, and I was listening to one of the girls there who was talking about having a block with writing. And I didn't pressure myself. I stopped. And I started to look exactly what was in my work area. And I had created the last few weeks a new art program. And amazingly enough, I started with 3, and now I've got 7 coming, simply because I believed in it and I wanted to see how far I could go with it and what benefit it was giving the women. And these women have lost about 10 years of the lines of their face. So I've probably gained 10 lines, but they've lost it. And they look fabulous, and they're laughing like young girls again. So this has given me, I think, right, this is giving me, the universe is allowing me to see what's small I can create big. And it's already starting to take a new shape than what I had thought it would. So
beautiful.
I'm allowing this process to happen. And my only concern is that looking at that, it takes you away from something else, which is my sponsorship stuff still. So I'm going to use that energy, and I'm just going to ring these guys and say, look, this is what it's about. Are you in? Can I give you any more information? What do you think? But I'm looking at more as not necessarily a sponsorship, but perhaps what Dale was talking about the other weekend about joint ventures. So maybe considering that.
Yeah, joint venture, strategic partnerships, something that's going to be a win-win-win. So both of you guys win, and then the participants win. And the other thing as well, to get some interest, soft interest at the moment towards the work that you do and the benefit of the work that you do, write a series of blogs and then put them up on Facebook through your business page as a paid ad, and just spend $3, $5 a day, but target the areas that you want eventually people to come from for the weekend. And this is exactly what I've done for my tour. So I wrote a series of 6 blogs. I didn't do a journey. I didn't do one person in the story each week about that. I did individual stories. They're on my sharmore.com.au site if you want to check them. But the one that then got the best interest sharing, insights for it was the one about the story of me sitting on the plane next to the lady with the baby. And I was flying home from Melbourne, that one. And then what I then did was that was the hero. So then I spend $10 a day, and I put that to my target audience. And that's costing me 3 cents a click to get my exact avatar coming through to my page and my website. 3 cents. And Phil's basically said, if it gets any better, Facebook are going to be paying you, which is hilarious, which clearly won't happen, but that's how good it's getting. It's basically free. So if you write a series of blogs about the work and the benefit of the work that we would be doing at the retreat at your weekend, and what the result is, what they're taking away, write them as a blog, and then just put $5 a day. Just do it for even 7 days and see which one wins, and then you can use that one to then market to more women in the areas that you want to promote the workshop to. So you're not talking about the workshop yet, you're just getting their attention.
Yeah, well, I certainly plan to do that. I'm in the process this week, and part of my agenda is to actually write a 90-day strategy of social media events, I mean blogs or whatever. The only thing is, because my website is being completely reconstructed, I can't use my blogs at the moment.
Okay,
so,
we'll just write them.
Yeah, so I'm going to write them, and in readiness for when it's being made responsive and everything, which is going to be in the long run excellent.
Absolutely.
So, yeah,
Write
so
them all, have them all sitting there ready, and when it's time, it's time. And you can even, if you write them, you can still share them through your Facebook page. It doesn't have to be a blog, just share them.
Yes, I will. I will do that through Facebook. Will have to be my baby at the minute. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. You can do that. There's always a way.
All right, then. Well, that's all I have. So my commitment for 1 week is to have targeted 6 sponsorships by next Monday. That I have had spoken to 6 people with a view to either possible venture or whatever. That's my commitment. I'm going to try and do that.
Excellent. Well done. Fantastic. Good on you. Awesome.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a lovely week.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Good luck. And look, it's our last week, so just go for it. You know, we've got one more session next Monday. Just go for it. Just pull the stops out and get as much done as you can. Where will I find the Gold Coast Y event?
Or Debbie, just rest up.
Yes, Debbie, rest up. Go have a day off and show us all. Kylie and Janine will see you on Wednesday. Jackie, coming Wednesday? I think you are, aren't you? I think she is.
And Kylie, you will be fine. This is a soft launch. You just be yourself. It's just the start. And on Wednesday night, you're going to be so glad that you've done it. Be fine.
I'll be there,
Kylie. Awesome. All right, guys, have a fantastic week, and I'll talk to you all next week on the call. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.